Bill Higgs is North Carolina businessman and author who went from humble beginnings in Ohio to becoming the co-founder of one of the most successful engineering firms in the world. And for Bill, his success story is built on a positive outlook that creates a winning business culture. Here's more.
If someone can teach us how to go from $0 to $1 billion, it's Bill Higgs. With sheer optimism and inspiring drive, Bill started out with his two co-workers to build Mustang Engineering, a company renowned not just for its efficiency, but also for its winning business culture. An Eagle Scout and a West Point honors grad, Bill served in the Army for 5 years before venturing into the creation of Mustang.
For me, Boy Scouts teaches you team building. West Point was all about there's no I in team. The Army's all about people and building teams and accomplishing missions. And so everything that I had gone through sort of set me up to help my partners build this team.
Bill and his co-workers launched Mustang Engineering on July 20th, 1987. The Mustang name and launch date have their own little stories.
My wife started writing down like car names on the way to work. She's an RN, going back and forth to the hospital. So at the next meeting, I brought in a list of car names, and Mustang just jumped out at us. We thought, Mustang sounds like a breed apart. And then we picked a start day of July 20th, 1987, which was anniversary of landing a man on the moon, because we wanted to create a different type of engineering firm, so we called it a moon shop.
Really, optimist Bill could sell ice cream to an Eskimo with his energy. He proved this when he landed the contract for Metro bus station maintenance facilities in Houston.
They didn't want to hear about an offshore engineering firm. They didn't want to talk to us. They were going to be thinking about lunch. So when we walked in, I took a bag of Snickers bars, and I go over to them, and I put a big one in front of the head of the board, and I said, I don't want you guys thinking about lunch. I want you focusing on Mustang Engineering, because we are going to change how your projects are done. And I just go down the line. I'm putting these big Snickers bars in front of each one of them, tell them about how we're going to take care of them. Well, the last person was a lady, and she was 3 months pregnant, but not showing it. Give her a Snickers bar, and then I pull out a little one, and here's one for your baby. And she cracked up, and the whole board cracked up.
Even when the economy was down and odds were against them, Bill created a culture at Mustang that was driven by positivity and dedication. Soon enough, Mustangers became successful and happy employees, thriving both professionally and personally.
You know, Mustangers are just, they come to work with their brain turned on. They got a lot of energy. They want to make it happen. They want to get it right the first time. They want to talk to each other and figure out how to do that. And what we realized is that we were creating a culture that was doing it. And so we started changing our focus from building this great project management company to how do we build this culture, because that culture actually then delivers really great projects.
And others wanted to follow the Mustang way.
People would pull us aside at a Christmas party and say, my spouse is different since they came to Mustang. They're happier when they get up in the morning. They're happier when they come home. They're engaging with the kids. They want to do stuff on the weekends. They're going to church more often. They said, you've changed their life. We wanted to give organizations and companies and just people, here's how we did specific things, and then they could think about it and go, man, I see what they did in my organization. If I did this, it would do that same thing and get to that result. So you don't have to do it the way we did, but you see how it worked and what happened, and then you can try to implement something on your own.
Bill had his positivity from his early days when he worked at Paper Route in Ohio, and he brought this with him to Mustang.
When I was doing my paper route in Cleveland, Ohio, because I just noticed that a lot of people didn't smile and didn't seem happy. And I just decided I was going to start smiling at everybody I met. And if nothing else, they were going to smile back. And for that second, they'd have a happy part of their day. And it just, for me, that started an attitude that I wanted to project to people. So I was just going to smile at everybody and see if I could change them a little bit.
You can learn more about Bill's unique approach to business and life and pick up his book at mustangthestory.com. Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.